that in.
Shock the system.
Okay, so going up first is I don't even know how many games I have here, but and by the way, just to run it by you, the way my games of the year list works is I pick out whatever number of games I enjoyed, I put them in a list, and just rank them from uh, you know uh I guess least favorite to favorite, but the whatever top number is to the sixth number, like those ranked don't matter. The only ranked ones that matter are the top five. So yeah, not saying that all these games before then sucks, but just saying like, oh yeah, I would still play them. It's not better or worse than the others before the final five, if that's not confusing at all. It probably is, and it'll probably take me an hour to explain it, but until then, we'll be going over my games of the year for 2020. And I'm really surprised, one or two, because I have two open world games in here that I have not yet finished, but have been just really enjoying as I played through them. And also has two Switch games in here, which I don't think happened last year or the year before. I don't know if I had any games in the year before, but I'm just surprised that I'm starting to love my Switch more and more every day that I use it. But with that said, let's get into it. I know I said that like 3 times, but let's get into it. Okay, so the first game up is a great remaster, a great rebranding, remastered, just updated visuals, smooth controls, and takes me way back to my childhood. What game is it to start out our list for the greatest games of 2020? Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 remastered. Now, you may be asking yourself, dude, why is it the first one? It's awesome. It is. But then I take myself and sit back and realize it's only a certain number of stages that you can only complete to completion so many times. And yeah, I had a hell of a time revisiting all the stages and replaying all the games. Did I platinum it? No, because I don't want to stress myself with it. But it was a hell of a game. But in the end of the day, it's just, oh, you play until you complete all the stages compared to story-based games or games with the story. Love this game to death, and will replay it if I ever feel like playing it in the future. But until then, gonna stand at the top of the list of the year 2020. Then up next is another remaster, which I highly enjoyed, but this one is above Tony Hawk because it has a story and it made me beat it for the first time ever in my life. SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. Enjoyed every second of this game. Yes, the controls for Patrick are tankish, but besides that, SpongeBob, Sandy, and Patrick even control really well. I enjoyed the gameplay, enjoyed collecting all the spatulas, and I enjoyed the story of stopping Plankton from overtaking the world with those robots. And there were certain moments in here where I got pissed off because of the difficulty, but other than that, I really enjoyed my visit back to the Bikini Bottom. Really good game, and definitely would recommend if you haven't played it or want to play it again on the new systems. And plus, it's only $40. That's a steal. Next up is another remaster, and that is Destroy All Humans. Now, this one was a bitch to beat, but I love the difficulty. because it taught me to, well, not taught me, but, made me strategize myself and, just not just go in guns blazing, but take my time. And I just really enjoyed all the different maneuvers and all the different tactics you could use in here, all the different weapons to obtain human minds or just kill humans, and just it's one hell of a fun game. And plus, this is the first time I beaten it. I played it, or I played one of the Destroy All Human games on my Xbox 360 years back, but this one is the first one that I really got into and beat for the first time, and I enjoyed the story, enjoyed the characters, loved Crypto, and really hoping that they remaster other games either for the PS4 or the PS5 in the future. Next up, it feels like an oldie, but it isn't, but it's still hard as fuck. Crash 4, It's About Time. It is about time. Holy shit, when this got announced, it surprised the fuck out of me. Still hard as fuck. Haven't beat it, but plan on doing so whenever I get the chance. But god damn it, this is hard. But it takes me back to the Crash 1 through 3 days. And would I recommend this? Definitely. Definitely pick this up if you're looking for a pubic hair pulling hard experience. Definitely pick it up. Now, next up for number 7, I think 7, it is a Switch game, and that is Paper Mario and the Origami Kingdom. Love the art style in here, and love how they integrated 2D and origami art styles in it as well. It looks really beautiful and pleasing to the eye, and I really like the gameplay too. Even though it's stage battle, which I wasn't really expecting from a Mario game, but this is definitely pleasing. You line up the enemies and hit them in a row, and defeat them if you can do so, or line them up properly. Now, does this compare to Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle? No, not at all, but it's a welcome different type of combat to the series, which, yeah, it's a Mario game, but it freshens it up a little with that combat system. And yeah, I would definitely recommend this if you are looking to get into the Mario series. Next up, we got a controversial one, and I think it's in an appropriate place. It's not in the top 5 or top 3, but it's at a place where I feel like, oh, this is a good place. I mean, yeah, the story's good, really interesting world and characters, and I love Johnny Silverhand, but I don't think it'll be Game of the Year material. Or, I mean, who knows? I mean, it's going up against lots of other tough competition, and you'll understand why once I show you. But what is the game? That is Cyberpunk 2077. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, love the world, love the characters, love just the customization of your character. Though, I really think this game should have just been in third person or third person / first person, because this game lets you customize the size of your penis, and I'm not kidding. Why would you allow that and then not have third person? Just saying. If you allow me to customize my ding dong on my character, let me see it in full glory in third person. But besides that, story's great. Loving every second of it. Combat, kind of wish there was a more melee-focused combat system, but the shooting, on the other hand, is snappy. I like the cover. It does lag sometimes, but I haven't had it crash on me. But I just, I wish it went for more melee-based combat plus a first-person shooter combat. But besides that, it's a really good game. Definitely recommend it, and definitely recommend getting into it and just learning more about the cyberpunk world. And definitely can't wait to play more once I get to it. Okay, next up is a surprising one because it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, this one is 6. So Cyberpunk is my 7th one. But this one is a surprising one because it's, one, an open world game, which I have grown tired of in the past couple years. And two, it's a Switch game and a Ubisoft game. But what game is that? That is Immortals Fenyx Rising. Yes, I know, surprising. I picked it up for my Switch. Why? Because because I think I'm done collecting for the PS4 as far as games that come out for it go. I mean, I think I'll buy the next PS4 game I'm gonna buy is Prince of Persia Remastered, the Sands of Time Remastered. But other than that, I think the games I really want to play will be bought digitally, and that's Assassin's Creed Valhalla and whatever else. But I don't know. I held out too much hope for myself in getting a PS5, and that's why I didn't buy it on the PS4. But yeah, back to the game. This game works great on any and every system. You want to get it for a pick up and go game, get it on the Switch. Love it. Been loving every second of it. Loving the combat and loving the customization of your character and how you implement their new abilities into your world and just combat system. And would definitely recommend if you need a time waster until a big release for this year. But yeah, definitely want to give the Switch a shout out. And if you're looking for a great game to pick up and play, this one is it. But yeah, Immortals Fenyx Rising, great game. Now we move into the top 5 of the list. Now, what's top 5? What's the 5th one to start out the list? Doom Eternal, baby, and let me explain why. I did not beat it. Reason being is because it's fucking hard, even on the easiest difficulty. Now I better just nut up and shut up and get to beating this, but this game just reminds me so much of the 2016 Doom. Been loving every second of it, but been also angry at it, at the difficulty and so on. And I get it, games are supposed to be difficult, but I just want to relax and play a game, I don't want to rage, rip my hair out. But if you're looking for that type of situation, buy this game. Definitely smooth as hell combat. Really buttery smooth, as a matter of fact. It almost feels like just a medium PC build on 60 FPS or 60 FPS at the base level. And man, just really good. Love the world, and cannot wait to play more, and really can't wait to beat it whenever I do. Next up is a game I don't think I ever played when I grew up and when it came out on the PS2, but ever since it was remastered for the PS4, I bought it and I loved the story. Absolutely. Been looking for the trilogy pack on PS4, which I think I'll be ordering next week or sometime next week or in the future. But what game is that? That is let me turn on my TV. That is Mafia Definitive Edition. Love this story. Really reminded me of The Godfather and just The Godfather and a little bit of Goodfellas and just the nature of the family and how everybody stays together, and then just the sad ending in it all. I don't want to get into specific, but just you feel for Tony's family. That's for sure at the end of this, because in the end it's like, damn, that guy gave his heart to the family, and what happened? That that happen. Don't want to get into specifics, but definitely do recommend picking up and playing this game if you haven't yet. Damn good game. Then next up, we get into the top three. The top three, baby. And number 3 on my list is going to be Final Fantasy VII Remastered. Now, I played the original, never beat it though. Why? Because I was a pissy kid. I didn't like those type of games. I'm like, oh, the combat system is stupid. I'm gonna go play Pac-Man or whatever, you know. But going to the updated version with real-time combat and just all the updated visuals and everything really made me love and feel for this game, and really made me want to go back and play the original on the PS4. But yeah, one hell of a story. Really like how they took it in a different route other than copy and pasting the exact same story from the original. Though I kind of wish they stayed with the original, but am also able to overlook it because it's like you can go in so many directions now. You can take it to a sequel, which they're going to, because that's what they said. They said it's about going to be 3 or 4 games or whatever, so that's going to be interesting to see in the future. But also, just really happy they took a different route and introduced the characters and gave them different meaning and just different way of presentation in the game. Love the combat, love the story, and cannot wait till that sequel whenever it does come out. But yeah, definitely pick up and play Final Fantasy VII Remake. Then, next up, my second to last game. Now, you may all be wondering, what last 2 games are there on your list? Well, I'll give you one of them. And the second to last game of the year for me is Ghost of Tsushima. Now, why? Well, I'll tell you why. Gameplay was great. World, fantastic. Traversal, fantastic. Stealth skills, fantastic. Story, I already said that. Story, fantastic, just in case I didn't say it. But yeah, the one thing I guess didn't like about it is that it was an open world game, and also I think it did that one thing in open world games which I fucking hate, is they put a pause on the story. They put a pause on the story when you complete a specific mission, then you're not able to do any more missions in the game until a certain point, which I hate when open world games do that. Now my memory may be deceiving me, but that's what I remember happening, and I hate when that happens in a game. But this game was just fantastic all the way through, and man, I just can't wait to see what Sucker Punch has planned for the PlayStation 5 and its exclusive, because I would definitely want an exclusive for the PS5. But yeah, this game is fantastic, no doubt. And man, if you're looking for a Japan open world game, definitely get this. Don't wait on Assassin's Creed, get this. And thinking about it, I don't think that was a good enough reason to put it here, what I said, you know, with the whole, like, it puts a pause to the story, but, like, you know, that's what I got invested into, and it's like, oh, nope, we're gonna take a break for a moment, which I hate when open world games do that. But other than that, fantastic game, and yeah, definitely play this. Now, what is my number 1 game of the year? What did I connect with the most? What did I feel gave me the full experience? Well, I'll tell you. The Last of Us Part 2. Now, I bet a bunch of you are laughing. Like, oh man, this idiot doesn't know anything about video games. I connected with this game so much just going off the first game to this game made me cry, made me tear up, and I loved every second of it. Do I think there could have been a third one? Do I think this game could have been repositioned in a way to make there be a third one and make this one have a cliffhanger? Yes, I do. And I do understand that point. But I really like the ending and just how both parties went their separate ways, because in the end, I connected with both sides oh so much. And I just couldn't, I didn't want anyone to die, you know? And I thought the ending showed that beautifully. Now, I'm not gonna get into any more specifics, but that is just why it's my game of the year. It connected with me so much, had so many heartfelt moments, and made me connect with characters in ways that I never thought I would have in a game series at all. And I'm really interested in seeing what Naughty Dog has planned for the Last of Us series. Will there be a third one? Will there not? Will they just leave it hanging? Will this one get multiplayer? I hope to fuck so. But until then, Last of Us Part 2 earns its rightful place as my game of the year for 2020. What are your games of the year for 2020? Tell me down below. Would love to hear what you have to say. But until then, do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? What games on here appeared on your list? Would love to hear what you have to say. But until then, have a good one and have a nice 2021, baby.